Hello everyone and welcome to the Deercast. Today we're going to be talking about this piece of equipment on top of Harry's Sow, which is the GPO Spectra 7.5 by 50i fixed power rifle scope. And we should say this is one of the only bits of kit we've ever had to test that we both wanted to keep and therefore refused to send back. Harry won the argument, as you can see, because it's mounted on his rifle. So do you want to kick us off, Harry?
Yeah. So me and Tom, big fans of fixed power scopes. Started like most people did, imagine, with a fixed power Schmidt and Bender 7x42 or 8x56 or whatever.
And I think we both like them for the same reason, in that they're really good value for money. In terms
Such good value, yeah.
You get really good quality glass because you haven't got all the bells and whistles that other scopes have.
For 300 quid, and you can get, really good quality fixed power scope. You're away to the races. And to be honest, both of us have kind of gone away to zoomy scopes, and I've come back to it at least, just because a lot of the shooting I do is quite quick, and it's just one less thing to think about. I don't do a ballistic turret, so you learn one reticle and you learn where your drops are, and you learn where to hold. So it's just easy to think about.
You learn how big everything is in the reticle as well.
Exactly.
Like, so you see a deer in it, and you're like, well, on that sort of size, we're about 150 meters away or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, at low light they're fantastic, but my gripe with them always was that you get to that last 10 minutes of light and you lose the reticle. But GPO have come out with this, so it's an illuminated reticle, 7.5, which is an odd magnification, you might think.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know why it is a 7.5, but I kind of like it, to be honest. I always thought an 8 is a bit too much.
Yeah.
And my 6 was always not really enough, so it kind of sits somewhere in the middle for me. And having used it now for a couple of months, it's actually perfect, really. I haven't used it in woodland, but out on crops, it's absolutely great.
Yeah. So the illumination's controlled by a dial here, and we'll include a little insert in the videos, you can see it, but with 8 different illumination settings on it. And the wheel that controls it is one of the things I really liked about it. It's smooth. There's no like noisy, clunky clicks or anything like that. It's great.
Super easy.
And it's the reticle is again, include a picture of it, a little dot in the middle, isn't it? Which is I found really crisp, easy to use. It was really.
It's a crosshair with a dot, and the dot is the only thing that lights up, which I like.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the cheaper scopes with illuminated reticle, it lights the entire reticle, and it just blinds you. And this is perfect. I mean, even when you're at properly low light, it only lights a tiny little bit, which is just what you need. So that has been done really nicely. The turrets, they're just normal, adjustable turrets, but they seem really good. They got good positive clicks on them. They're nicely labelled.
Easy to zero in. Very
easy to zero in. I mean, I'm used to dealing with like German instructions on
up means down, and
exactly. So this was an absolute breeze for me. So that's really nice. The glass quality, obviously, really important. I would put it very much on the same level as the Schmidt scopes. Maybe a fraction worse at really low light, but really difficult to tell. And for the the difference in money that you pay for one of these, just absolutely fantastic at low light. So it's got a 50 mil objective, and it just seems to gather as much light as you possibly need.
So price wise, we should say recommended retail of 475, but I did a bit of looking online the other day and found it for 360 quid, which I think is an absolute steal.
Such a bargain. When you think you can get a second-hand Schmidt for 350 quid, that's what I bought my first 6x42 for, 350 quid, and you can get this with an illuminated reticle, brand spanking new with the warranty.
Lifetime warranty.
Exactly, and it's an absolutely great bit of kit. It's no-brainer, really.
Yeah.
We should talk about things that maybe we don't like as much.
Yes.
I personally, I don't like the fact that I think they've used the same case for all of their scopes, which I understand is a cost-saving exercise, but it's got like the
knurling there.
The knurling for the adjustable zoom, which this doesn't have, which is it feels a bit like when you buy like a new car and you haven't bought the extra buttons and it's still got the button on there but it doesn't work. It feels a bit like that, so I feel like they could have, but I understand.
I know what you mean, and I had a similar sort of complaint, because when I was sort of thinking, right, if Harry doesn't want it, I want it, and we're not sending it back, and I was like, well, I'd probably put it on my Merkel K3 Kiplau, but something about it, with that knurling there and the knurling that's on the turret, it was just a bit too industrial.
Yeah,
It's
quite tactical, isn't it?
Yeah,
it suits this rifle really. I think this looks really good as a package.
Yes,
but I agree. If I wouldn't put it on my classic wooden rifle. I don't think it would suit, because the turrets are quite chunky. Yeah, quite big. But you know, it's just functional, isn't it? Really,
it is. I mean, I for the money, I can't believe how good it was. So I put it next to my Swarovski 8x56 scope and held them both up, sort of dusky last light conditions. I mean, the Swarovski had the edge slightly, but for the difference in money that you would have paid for that versus this is going to do everything you ever need something to do.
Absolutely,
great value for money, and seems pretty bomb proof. And
I think it's an absolute steal.
I can't remember exact figures, but in terms of sort of weight, if you compare this to a Schmidt & Bender 8x56, I think this is something like 100 grams lighter.
I thought so, yeah.
Which is quite a big difference.
Yeah,
I think in comparison to what as a percentage of the overall weight of the scope, it's quite a big difference.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and obviously, GPO haven't been on the market that long. Time will tell if they last as long as a Schmidt scope will. I don't see any reason why not. The build quality seems to be very good. You know, the design ethos isn't the chap who started GPO? He was from Schmidt & Bender. Or was it Zeiss?
I think it's either Zeiss or Schmidt & Bender, but I don't think it was possibly one or two of them. Yeah. So left whichever companies they were and set up GPO with the idea of creating basically similar quality optics but at a lower price point. Yeah. So you've got that same kind of engineering and background and knowledge that's gone into one of these as goes into a Zeiss, for example.
Yeah. And fantastic customer service, warranty and all the rest of it. You know, if it ever goes wrong, just send it back. Yeah. No brainer, really. So yeah, I think we're pretty happy with it. Well, I am anyway.
Yeah, there you go. So keep your eyes peeled for it, and I'm sure you'll see it in lots more videos to come. But there we go. Thank you very much, everyone. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.
Thanks, guys.